Today I want to talk about hand switches and different cool variations on the move. It is a beginner twin hoop move with two hoops in one hand. It's quite simple, but the simplest moves, if you add a little fluff to it, you can make them very techy and cool, and they are staple moves in your flow. So I do want to talk about something real quick. If you ever see a trick that you want to learn, or you don't know the name of it, or you just need a different outlook and perspective on it, because there can be 100 tutorials for the same move. Not everybody's going to learn from the same person because everyone explains it different. So it's good to have these tutorials out there. So if you ever see something that you want to learn, comment below, or you can follow me or tag me at Miss Maynard Keenan on Instagram. I'm on there consistently. I will leave my Instagram name in the description box below. Yeah, just tag me or comment and let me know, because I'd love to make something that y'all want to learn. I would love to put my twist on it because everybody learns different. So maybe my videos could help. I want to start a little mini series called Anybody Can Twin Tech. Just about different simple moves that we could learn and fluff up, like I said. So anyways, let's jump on into the tutorial for the hand switch. Woo! So let's talk about the hand switch for a minute here. The hoops in your one hand will be layered one on top of each other, and you will have a tight grip on both of them in the palm of your hand. I put my right hoop in front and I lay the other one right next to it so that they are lined up nice and smooth, and I grip it tight, okay? Now if you're holding your hoops like this in the figure 8 and you have a tight grip, try loosening your grip and then gripping hard again and see what happens with the hoops. You could see that they want to fall, or your left, which is closest to you, wants to fall. So what we're going to do when you loosen the grip for this trick is your hoop, your left hoop that is closest to you, is going to be gripped between your thumb and in that little fatty pocket right there. So you're gripping it like this while you are swinging the hoop from one side to the other side, okay? So loosen the grip, okay? While you let the hoops fall and your left hoop is in that fatty pocket, your right hoop, which is in front, you're going to let it drop and it's going to roll on the back of your fingers or knuckles. Okay, you can see and feel the movement. Okay, so while the right hoop is rolling across the back of your fingers, you are dragging your left hoop, which is in the fatty pocket, over to grip the hoops again, but on the opposite side, with my right hoop still in front and my left hoop still closest to me. So you're sort of the hoop that's in that fatty pocket, you're sort of dragging it over while the other hoop is rolling over your fingers. And make sure you grab it tight afterwards and they are layered again. Then flip your hand. Because it's awkward like this, flip it, okay? So this is the hand switch. So once you get this hand switch down, there are many ways to get in and out of this move. The first one I want to talk about is the punch one. So first you're going to hold the hoops just like this, right next to each other, in the palm of your hand, like you're going to go for a walk with them, okay? They are over right next to each other. They're not overlapped. You're just holding them in your hand. Now, what you're going to do with your hoops is you're going to punch the air so that your wrist is facing the left. Then you're going to turn your hand to the right side. So punch, down, right, and then you're going to go back to the left again. So punch, right, left. With the hoops in your hand like this, punch, right, left. It opens the hoops up into a butterfly figure 8, layered exactly how you want them for the hand switch. So I start a lot of my flow with this right here, okay? So if you notice, you can easily isolate with the hand switch. You could isolate one of the hoops. The left hoop that is closest to you, that is in that fatty pocket of your thumb, you are going to switch, and then when you turn them, try isolating that hoop. So, hand switch, isolate. So instead of doing, there's 2 parts to this hand switch. 1, 2. 1, 2. Do 1, but then instead of part 2, try isolating the hoop. Now by doing the simple half isolation on top and trying to keep this hoop still in one place, it messes with the eye and makes it look very techy and illusional. So from here, you can do anything. So I'm isolating the hoop, then I'm going to drag down and isolate the bottom hoop, and you can just keep rotating that. So that in itself is a cool move, okay? So we did the punch, we did the hand switch with an isolation. We're making a couple varieties here, okay? Next, let's talk about this guy. So the hands are still stacked, one in the fatty part of your thumb, the other is on top. You still have a tight grip. A tight grip is very important for this. Hand switch, isolate, and then let's keep this hoop, which is closest to me, isolated by bringing the hoop down. I can't go any further, so I'm going to take my left hand, grip it very tightly, let go of my other hoop, wrist facing up, or my other hand, wrist facing up, isolate halfway up, switch hands, wrists are facing down, isolate down, switch hands, wrist facing up, switch, 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 switch. Same concept, you're gripping them tight in one hand, but you are isolating one of the hoops. So last but not least, I want to teach you this. Tosses. So, punch, turn, hand switch. Now, the hoop that is closest to me, that is in my fatty pocket of my thumb, I want to keep it framing my body. I want to toss this hoop that is in front, my right hoop. So take your left hand and grip it on the other side so that your wrists are facing each other, okay? I want you to let go, like you're going to do a hand switch. Let go of the right hoop and let it roll on your fingers, okay? We want that rolling feeling to go to my other hand. So by doing that, you're going to give it a little toss by putting your hand like this, toss. My fingers will be in the direction that I want the tossed hoop to go in. So swing it on the back of your hand and point your fingers in the direction where you want the hoop to go. And once it is in mid-air for 0.1 second, you're going to open up your opposite hand and catch it. Now I'm going to do the same thing. It's always the hoop that's in front of your gripped hand. See how my fingers are kind of going down and out. So just practice letting the hoop roll and doing a small toss, even by using your pointer finger. Okay, and then later on you can clean it up to be a crisp toss that's basically touching the edges of the hoop the whole time. You can hear it clanking the whole entire hoop. So that's it for my little mini explanation of this interesting hand grip with the thumb and the thumb gripping it, one hoop in front of each other with a tight grip. Now, if you're messing with these isolations and different tricks, just remember, you have to keep a tight grip. Even if you want to do one of these behind the back Mandela moves, the only way to keep them straight and not like folding in is a nice tight grip. Even if you're switching the hands, it still has to be one hand has to be tight on those two layered hoops at all times so that they don't bend or mess up. You want to always remember to keep the illusion. So definitely I practice a lot in the mirror or in the reflection of my window or my shadow because I want my things to look cool. So that is it, guys. Mess around with all of these fun moves, and you could definitely come up with a little beginner combo. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And practice with both hands, of course. Also, one last note. With these hand switches, you can, instead of turning your hand to finish it, you can bring the hoop back real quick. So 1, 2. So you can mess around with that too. I forgot about that. So definitely practice in the mirror, it helps. So I hope you enjoyed this, this lovely little mini tutorial. Let me know if you guys want to learn anything. Peace, God bless, and happy hooping. Mwah.